Hello, Slicey Dicers. This is Brian with a very quick review for you today. Not going to be able to spend a lot of time with this knife, but I got to spend some, and I've always wanted to play with one of these. And after handling it for a couple of days, off and on, I like it even more than I thought it would. This is the Holt Specter V3, the newest version of the Holt Specter. Just get this out of the way. These are not inexpensive. They're also made in pretty low numbers. Not terribly easy to get your hands on, but $700 for this. The V2 was $500. They went up to $700. Some people think that's a good thing. Some people think it's a bad thing. I have no opinion either way on that because I never had any of the other versions before. But thank you very much to Nick Shabazz for letting me do a video on this before I send it off to him. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous thing. I guess we will do some specs and size comparisons just to keep things consistent. But we're mostly just I'm just gonna kind of wax on about how much I love this thing. So just a warning here. I tried to find stuff wrong, and I'm really not, other than $700. The overall length, 8.15 inches. Blade length is 3.6 inches. The blade thickness is 0.13 inches. Handle thickness of 0.47 inches, and a weight of 3.5 ounces. That weight is not bad at all for how big this thing is. It's not huge, as you'll see when we do our size comparisons. Let's bring out some of our standards here. We have our usual Spyderco Paramilitary 2. You can see it's about the same length as a PM2, or probably also similar, therefore, then to like your Benchmade Reptilian. Yeah, pretty similar in overall length to those kind of knives. It's just, your usual kind of that 3.5 inch range EDC. It is not 3.5 inches though, as I drop my sunglasses on the floor. It's a little bit over that, so do keep that in mind if legalities in your area will indicate that you should not have that. I do really like the look of it. It's just simple. You guys know I'm pretty boring. This is the blue finish. These are pretty much custom, so you can get anything that you want. It's just very well finished, and it looks great. One of the big changes to the V3, it has the internal screws now on the pocket clip, which make it just look even that much better. It has an enlarged sharpening choil. There are some other ones here. I want to make sure I get this right. It has adjustable detent system, which I did not play with at all, I will admit. As I said, this is just a quick little thing, and the detent on it is freaking perfect. So didn't really feel the need to mess with it. It is more chamfered than the V2. It also has a bit more aggressive jimping up here, which the jimping on the V2 must have been almost non-existent, because this isn't super over the top by any means, but it's a more aggressive jimping, and it's just so well made when you look at it closely. The quality of the hardware, the pocket clip, little details like, I don't know if you can see inside there. I love the way the back spacer is cut out to just allow them to put that little bit more blade on it. Just wonderful, nice little touches, as you expect in a knife that's this expensive. Now the blade on it, it is rockin' 20 CV. As I said, 0.13 blade thickness, very good EDC blade thickness. 20 thousandths behind the edge. Very simple blade shape. I did not do any cut testing with this because it has this kind of polished stonewash finish, and I don't want to scratch it up. And again, it's not my knife. I really love the look of this blade. I like simple. I like polished stonewash. I just very into that. The only thing I'm not into is I don't like the logo that much, but that's a totally, absolutely personal thing. But it's $700, and it's just a printed on logo. That's just me. I wouldn't mind if it was just smaller or not there at all. I mean, it's a Holt Specter. I think people who know. But yeah, ergonomically, it's so good. It's like it was made for my hand. I really love it. This pocket clip, yeah, no hot spots whatsoever. That jimping I said, it's not aggressive at all, even though it is more than the old one, I guess. I'll take their word for that, but it feels very comfortable in the hand. That jimping holds you in well. It feels like a $700 knife you'd actually use, because it's just so good to have in your hand. These little bit of striations do a little bit for the grippiness also. It doesn't feel quite as slick as just, plain titanium. But carry-wise, it carries very well. I'll put it in Yield Wranglers. It's pretty slim. This pocket clip is not a completely deep carry, but it's close. And it tension is excellent. You have a little bit of flipper tab sticking out, but it's really not a big deal. Other than that, nothing you're going to hit. And when you go past the flipper tab too, it is nice. There's no jimping on it, so you don't have that scratchiness on your pinky that you get with some flipper tabs that are overly jimped. It's a absolute pleasure to carry. As I said, the weight's very good. But my favorite thing about this by far is the action. It is just, oh, ridiculous smooth. It's just so good. I could sit here and just flip this thing all day. The lock bar is easy to get to. Lock bar tension is, you don't have to push super hard to get it disengaged. Yeah, this is going to be a short video, but I love this thing. It went from being a knife that I really, really, really wanted to try to now I think it is my my current Grail knife. This is, I really want one of these. If I ever drop this much money on a knife, it would probably be a Specter at this point. It's just fantastic. It is, as I described it to Nick, I messaged him after I played with it, but it's unfairly good. It's unfairly good. It's just, oh, it's so good. Again, I haven't spent much time with the V2. I held one for a few minutes, but this is just, yeah, $700 though. So, and they're not easy to get, but even if you have the $700, it might take you a while to get one. But do check one out when you have time. Again, this is going to be very quick first impressions because I'm not going to cut anything. I didn't take it apart. I didn't do anything with it. It's just, it blew me away. And yeah, I'll get one last thing, I guess. It does come with a very nice package. You get the little number and stuff on it. Yeah, it's you got your little note from them and all that. And also, by the way, the nicest people in the world. So you can't go wrong dealing with the Holts. Extremely nice people. Especially with this particular knife. Extremely, extremely nice people. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I've been Brian. Have a good one.